Okay, so I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you've been through some challenges or you're going through some transitions, last year was a bit overwhelming and frustrating, or you've been trying to achieve your goals, making these changes, implementing these positive habits, sticking to your routines, but you're feeling overwhelmed and struggling, then this message really is for you. Because I want to share something with you that changed my life. And it's called the dark night of the soul. Let me explain. When scriptwriters write movies for Hollywood, there's this beat sheet that they follow. There's like 18 beat sheets that they follow. So obviously introduction, then they set up the scene. And then when they get towards the part of the movie where the hero is about to overcome the bad guys, or is about to save the man or the woman, or is about to leave the old world behind and then step into this new world and become the hero starts to doubt his or herself. The hero starts to question everything. Because the hero doesn't know that they're going to be a hero, right? We're watching the movie, we know they're the hero, but the hero doesn't know. And they don't know that they're about to transition into this hero, this stronger, more powerful, confident person that saves the day. They only know what's familiar, which is the past. They only know, they call it the old world. Now, here's why this is really important for you and for me, is because I believe we're all heroes in our own journey, right? Life is literally a movie and we get to create it. And maybe there is someone watching this movie. But this is important because when we go through some transitions, we are literally shifting our old identity into our new identity. And that could be scary. And your nervous system might not be regulated. And so what it brings up is a lot of fear, a lot of doubt, a lot of confusion. And trust me, I've been through this so many times. I know it like the back of my hand. And I've coached hundreds of people go through this same process. And there is nothing harder than changing who you are to become who you want to be. In other words, shifting from your old identity, the habits, the patterns, the personality that seems normal, but it makes you suffer and you struggle and you're stressed. And then stepping into that new person. And if you're on this journey, you'll be doing this over and over and over throughout your life. The journey of self-discovery, the journey of self-mastery. So when this hero starts to have what I call a wobble of awakening, that is the time when you've really got to reset and regulate your nervous system. Because if you're operating from stress and anxiety and all that fear, then you're probably going to make some unhealthy decisions and choices. This is where a lot of heroes relapse, or they go back to the patterns. For example, you might go back into that old relationship that was toxic. You might go back to the drugs and the alcohol, even though you're trying to give it up. You might go back into those old eating habits or scrolling, even though you know it's draining your energy. And again, we're all heroes on our own journey. We've all got a superpower, but we've also got what my friend Bryn calls a chink in the armor. We've all got something, like Superman, where he's got the kryptonite. We've all got some kind of kryptonite that kind of goes against us, and it makes us self-sabotage and self-destruct. And I believe when you've got a regulated nervous system, then the hero's journey gets easier. It doesn't mean to say that you're not going to experience the confusion, the doubt and fear, because that's just life. It doesn't mean to say that you're not going to doubt yourself for achieving some of your wildest dreams. I've got some crazy big dreams. I've achieved some of them and I doubted them. And I've got some big ones now and I still doubt them, but I still take action. I still try my best to show up as that hero every single day. So regulating your nervous system doesn't actually mean you're not going to have all the fears and the doubts and the worries, but what it means is that you'll go through it stronger, more determined, feeling safer and more secure. If you have an unregulated nervous system, when the fear and the doubt and everything does come up, because it will, trust me, that's when you'll probably go back to old patterns, back to old relationships, back to old habits, back to old ways, back to old environments. But that is not what a hero does. The hero goes forward. And so the hero must regulate his or her nervous system. So I want to share an incredible technique that I learned from some guy on YouTube, which literally changed the way that I experience my feelings, or the feelings. They're not mine. They come and they go like a cloud in the sky, but the feelings, the sensations. And it really helped me understand this journey that we're all on. Because again, shifting your identity to become who you want to become is not easy. It's easy to write the vision out. It's easy to do your gratitude list. It's easy to talk about your goals to all your friends. But when you really got to do the real work, when nobody is watching, when you're by yourself, that's when it gets hard. And so we can make it easier for ourselves by using this technique I'm going to share with you. Really, really simple. All you got to do is put one hand on your belly, put your right hand on your belly, and then your left hand on your chest. And you can do this now, so you get to experience it, but you can also do it when you're really stressed and panicking or upset and overwhelmed. Or what I would say is do it every single morning, so you start to train your nervous system like a boxer who gets into the gym before his fight. He's doing thousands of hours of practice before he goes and has that fight for 12 rounds. We can do that. So if we start to regulate the nervous system now, over and over and over again, before we get triggered, before the overwhelm takes over, we'll be stronger. We'll understand what's going on, and it won't be as triggering. So right hand goes onto the belly, left hand goes onto the center of the chest or to your heart. And all you do is you breathe in and out with your awareness on your right hand, and you notice the rising and the falling of the belly. As you inhale, the belly rises. As you exhale, it shrinks. Right? Take your awareness down to that sensation in your belly in your hand. Relax. And already you'll probably start to feel your nervous system relaxing. You can do this for a minute. You can do it for 5 minutes. You can close your eyes. Inhale through your nose. Relax. And then you bring your awareness, your attention to your left hand on your heart. You just breathe into your heart space. Just feel the heart. The heart is beating without you asking it to heart. There's an unconsciousness, an infinite intelligence, an energy beating that heart. That's incredible. Keeping you alive. Feel it as you breathe in and out. Close your eyes, connect to your heart. You're relaxing your nervous system. And again, you can do this for a minute, 2 minutes. But this is the important part. I want you to repeat silently after me. With love, silently say this: I am safe. I have always been safe, and I will always be safe. I am safe. I have always been safe, and I will always be safe. One more time. I am safe. Say it with love. I have always been safe, and I will always be safe. Just breathe into that safety. And feel safe. Your nervous system is looking after you. Your heart, your lungs, it's all beating and breathing for you. But sometimes when we go through these changes, that monkey mind spins off, makes us worry, makes us panic. It swings around in the past, the future. But you are safe when you're here right now, regulating your nervous system. You are safe. Okay? So practice this every morning for 2 minutes. If you want to balance out your emotions, you want to wake up with more energy, if you want to feel calm throughout the day, if you want to reduce the triggers and the anxieties, this is the exercise to do. If you're someone that's on this journey of awakening, of shifting your identity from the old to the new, then you can click the link below if you want to do some coaching. This is the kind of work that I do with my clients inside my coaching program so that we can create the you 2.0. Whether you want to attract love into your life, whether you want to find more peace, whether you want to find more freedom, or whether you want to make more money and wealth and abundance. There's a version of you that already exists, but you've got to relax your nervous system in order for you to create it. It's not just about visualization and being positive. It is also about feeling grounded and connected to your nervous system. And if you repeat that you are safe every day, every morning, the next time you have this trigger, the next time these gulf of emotions come over you, you're going to be able to regulate your nervous system. So have an amazing day. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. It really helps me reach more people. And again, if you want to do some one-to-one work, you can book a free alignment call and we will discuss if my coaching is for you. And if not, no pressure, no hard feelings. But if I can help in any way, I'd love to. Have an amazing day and I'll see you in the next video.